there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, you matter what.
What is up, Duckle members? It's your boy Johnny. Hope you have an amazing day. Now today, as you can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be showing you my Season 8 and Season 9 settings for Apex Legends. Now as you guys can tell from the clips, I absolutely beamed. I was popping off on a lot of people, and you can do this with my settings as well. But before we get into this as well, guys, if you are brand new around here and you enjoy Apex Legends content such as this, then be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on that post notification bell. That way you never miss out on another video. And if you want to go that extra mile, you can press that join button down below as well to become an official member of the Dub Club family. It is little as 99p a month, and you can be entered into 1,000 Apex coin giveaways. Anyway, guys, with that being said, let's get right into the settings. Okay, my people, so as you can see from the get-go, your boy is rocking on the stretch resolution. Now, if you guys want to know how to actually get stretch resolution, simply click on the I or click on the link in the description down below, and you can go ahead and do this for yourself. And a lot of people have actually been asking me questions like, what type of controller do I use, and do I use a scuff, or do I use a normal controller? What I actually use is a Power A Fusion Pro wired gaming controller. Obviously, it's in the Xbox layout. Really, really good piece of kit. It's actually very durable and it's built to last and stuff. So if you guys obviously do go through a lot of hardcore gaming sessions, or you game for hours on end like myself, then this is a really, really good controller for you. Also on the back as well, I have got some little paddles at the back. So my left one is for my slide and the right one is for my jump. It obviously just helps me with movement and gets me to things a lot more quicker. Okay, so the main thing you guys want to get into is the actual settings themselves. So in Prank 2 prompt style, I actually set that as compact. The reason why is obviously because I played Apex for quite a bit, so I know what kind of things go for what type of weapon, things like that. Button hint I like to just keep on. I don't really see a problem with keeping them on or keeping them off. It's completely down to you. Crosshair damage feedback, I do get a little bit of stick for this, but I go with the X with shield icon. A lot of people do say that the X actually just covers it up a little bit and it just kind of distracts someone from firing, but I personally haven't had that problem just yet. Damage numbers as well, you should have these on stacking. If you have them on off, you're just weird. If you have it on floating, that's just a little bit weird. And if you have it on both, it's just, I don't understand why. Just literally keep it on stacking, and then when you want to go and do a command to the team, so for example, he's 141 broke, you go, oh, he's broken, he's 112. It's a lot more easier rather than calculating exactly how many it is. So you could go, he's 9 times 12, do you know what I mean? Like it's not friendly, it's not efficient. When you do a comm, you want to make sure that you can obviously communicate to your team as fast as possible so they can get into the action straight away, or they can think of a plan of action. Next thing I do, ping capacity of faded, I just left that as normal. I don't know why, I don't really see a difference really to it in my opinion. Obituaries I keep off. Minimap rotation I keep on. It's so much easier than just having a map that doesn't rotate. It just feels really strange doing that. Weapon auto cycle on empty, I keep this off. Auto sprint I turn off. I don't see the point of doing auto sprint. It's a lot more easier just pressing down on the left stick and going for it. Double tap sprint, again, something I have never really understood why people do it, but hey ho, if you're one of them people that do it, then go ahead, you can do it. But for me, I keep it off. It's just plain and simple, pressing it down once and you can just run. Now let's move on to the juicy part now, the controller. So my button layout at the moment is button puncher. This is obviously something that I've just been used to since my Call of Duty days, where you literally press the right stick down to crouch or slide, and you use the B button to do the melee. Obviously, like I said as well, I don't really use the right stick much. I actually use my right paddle on my Pro controller, but if I don't have the paddle for some reason, I can just easily press on the right stick, and it's so much more easier than actually pressing B on the controller. Stick layout, I save it as default. Obviously, some people play in Legacy and Southpaw. Depends on what your style is. A lot of people tend to just stick with default because it's so much easier. Interact reload button, tap to use and reload is the best one to go for. This is back from my Warzone days. Crouch button, I put on toggle. Obviously, because I have got a Pro controller, I can put this onto hold, but I am a lot more comfortable just sticking with toggle. If you don't have a Pro controller, it's highly recommended to actually stick with toggle, because if you're in a gunfight and stuff, you're gonna have to hold down the crouch button, and that could affect your aim and tons of things like that. So yeah, if you're not using any paddles, seriously recommend you keep it on toggle. Aim button, you leave it on hold. Obviously, some people do like to put it on toggle, but they're the ones that put milk in before their cereal. Survival slot button, I've turned this off. This is obviously just helps me inspect my my weapon, and obviously if I've got a shiny heirloom like this, I can just go ahead and just show this off on stream, and just, it's a nice little flex. I think it's basically the flex selection, that's what it is. Menu cursor speed, I put it literally just almost past the middle, or actually past the middle of the second selection here on the trigger dead zones. It's just the best way to benchmark it, really. Movement and aiming, as you can see, the look sensitivity in the ADS, the ALC is actually enabled. Now this is something which I've been commonly using at the moment, and it's actually advanced look controls. It just gives you a little bit more of a precise way and more of a easier way to like get that perfect aim or get that laser beam on you, so you're not going too fast, you're not going too slow. I'll go into my ALC ones in a second. Movement dead zone, obviously I'll leave that on small. Obviously the controller is somewhat old, but it is still pretty recent, pretty new, so I like to just keep it on small. If I put it on large, it feels like I'm really having to put a lot of effort into actually move around my right stick. Inverted look, obviously I don't do that. Literally they're the people that put milks in before the cup of teas. Vibration, I turn this off. Now this is something that some people like to feel immersive and feel into the game, like dive right into it, but unfortunately for me, vibration is just throws me off completely, so I turn it off. And I'll be honest, I've noticed that my aim is a little bit more accurate with vibration turned off, so if you haven't got it turned off, give it a try. And now let's go to the advanced look controls. So obviously I've turned them on. My dead zone is at 3% now. Obviously the reason why is because my other trigger dead zones and all my other dead zones are actually in use, so if I put too much of a dead zone on there, it's going to be a bit of a struggle to actually move things around. Outer threshold stick to 2%. Response curve is at 14. This is just a response curve on how sensitive the actual stick is itself. Per optic settings, obviously I set the 1x optic or the iron sight to just 1 as default, and then all the others I leave it as 2 because they're just a lot more easier. If you're realizing that it's a little bit slow, obviously if you're on like a 10x optic or using a sniper like a 6x optic, you can more than happily just turn this up, but I personally haven't had that problem, so I'm gonna stick with the 2.0. Yaw speed and pitch speed, now just to clarify, yaw speed is your horizontal, so how quick it makes you turn left and right, and your pitch speed is how quick you go up and down. So yaw speed, I like to put it on 380. It is a little bit of overkill, but it does the job for me. You know, it's nice and fast, helps me, you know, flick around and make me do big jumps and stuff like that, or if I want to do like a wall jump or something up to higher cover, I can do that a lot easily. And pitch speed, obviously a lot of people do like to keep them the exact same, but I like my pitch speed, like looking up and down, to be a little bit slower than usual, or slower than yaw speed in fact, so I put it at 270. Extra yaw, extra pitch, time and delay, literally turn these all off. Like the extra yaw is like an extra bit when you fully go to the left or when you go fully to the right on your right stick. It gives you a little bit more sensitivity. I am not comfortable with it. I don't really believe in it too much, so as long as you've got a really good yaw speed and pitch speed by default anyway, you shouldn't really have to use extra yaw or extra pitch. And with ramp up time, it tells you how long it takes for you to actually get to your maximum, so like it's basically like a delay, and with delay as well, just turn it off. It's self-explanatory, like you don't need a delay when you're moving around. Like whoever does that is just insane. Aiming down sight, yaw speed and pitch speed, literally I put this at 116 and 60, so the pitch speed is a little bit less than the usual one, and the aiming down sight yaw speed I think is just 1 over the default, so yeah, 116 or 60. And again, obviously the extra yaw and extra pitch, just turn these off, and again the ramp time and delay, just leave them off as well. Target compensation, you want to make sure that is turned on. That is basically your aim assist. Unless you're completely insane, you don't need aim assist, you can more than happily turn this off. But if you are like me and you're obviously trying to find the best settings and you want as much help as possible to make sure you're beaming enemies, make sure you do have your aim assist turned on. And the melee target compensation, again, it's the exact same thing. It's aim assist but for your melee weapons. And yeah guys, that is literally my settings for season 8 and for the start of season 9. So obviously if I do update anything over that time, or when season 9 does actually arrive, then by all means I will make an updated video for you guys. And like I said as well previously, this isn't something that you guys should take as the best settings. These are just settings that work perfectly for me and are suitable for me, so you can consider these as a benchmark if you want. And then obviously if you're comfortable with my settings, you can stick with them, but if there is obviously things to improve on, at least you can use my settings as a benchmark and determine if things are too fast or too slow. And yeah guys, if you are brand new around here and you enjoy Apex Legends content such as this, be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on that post notification bell as well. And yeah guys, my name's been Johnny, you guys have been amazing, and as always, I'll speak to you guys in the next one. Take care and peace.